Ah, the transition! I worked so hard. How's it going, guys? There we go. How's it going, all your turns? Hope you're having a wonderful day. It was looking for Minecraft 1.21.11 on a Minecraft server as opposed to single player. Apparently the window has different titles, whether you're in single player or multiplayer. But I got some big plans for today, and I think I'm done holding back. I was initially kind of like holding back on projects and stuff, especially on stream, because it's like, I want to make YouTube videos about this world, right? And I think I've just reached the point where it's like, alright, either I gotta sit down and edit for like 16 hours a day for the next week, or we're just gonna go for it. So, we're going for it. So I got some ideas for what we're gonna do today. A lot of it involves cleaning stuff up, but also we need a path to get up to our skeleton farm. Right now we got that weird jump that we do, which is, it's fine, but it gets old without an elytra. So that's the rough idea for today. I'm sure we'll get distracted by plenty of things along the way, though. Like, I'm sure Neuros will pop in at some point. I'll want to stop on to the Minecraft server. One thing I wanted to do was use some mud with this. Like, prototype a little bit of a path. I want some mud, I want some bricks, which is actually super easy to get if... Got my button. We just need a stone cutter. And our emerald supply. Oops. Another idea that I had was that we could also just do like a ridiculous amount of strip mining today. I'm running low on diamonds, and I could also use more netherite in order to finish out our gear. So a lot of our current style is involving those tough bricks, which I really like. I really like those tough bricks. I don't think they'd make a good path. I don't think a path would be made out of stone. You know what? I'm rethinking this idea as I'm trying to think about executing it. But we want a path. Tough's going to be one of our accent blocks in a lot of places. I think that about summarizes it. It's bugging out. Alright, I believe you have a 100% chance to give me the trade I want. Just gotta wait for you to actually show up. Fine, I guess you don't want a job. I give it to this guy. Look at that. And this guy can give us stained terracotta. I did a lot of research. I guess not a lot of research. I looked a lot of places to figure out if it's possible to get unstained terracotta from these guys. It's not. So that sucks. And now I'm genuinely considering putting in a way to remove dye from items or to like re-dye them and whatnot. Otherwise, we probably have to get like... As we don't have to, right? But I would want to have like 16 of these guys. So we can get one of each dye color. We got bricks, we're gonna use some terracotta. And what else are we gonna use in this? What other pathy things are there? We need a source of light, which I haven't decided yet. Maybe we go redstone lamps and we make them as like small pylons. It's like you got lamp and then these would be like stairs going up to it. It's like a very small little thing. That could look really cool. Sorry, I don't have a good way to visualize it here though. There we go. Okay. No reason to use the deep slate. It is too dark. It's more like a shadowing block. Alright. We'll need to leave to get terracotta, but that won't be bad to do. We've scene mapped out where a desert is, and I believe there should be a... what is it called? A mesa. There should be a mesa nearby. Is all of our tuff under... no, all of our tuff's over here, that's right. I figured I was going to use it for this project, and then I put it on like indefinite hiatus while I catch up on editing. Yeah, we can do like a chiseled. And I want some stairs. We'll probably go to the brick stairs. Maybe this will look better. And then, where is... redstone plus glowstone, please. There's red stuff, there's yellow stuff, but neither of the ones I need. Glowstone. Could have sworn I had redstone somewhere. This is something else we should do. We should go mining for redstone. I know the more popular way to get a lot of redstone nowadays is to do witch farms. They've greatly buffed the amount of redstone that they drop. So maybe that'll be fun to experiment with. There it is, okay. Then I need lever. Stick plus cobble, stick. Oh, give me cobble. I haven't decided what I want to do storage-wise yet. Like, I definitely want to do something where things are organized, right? And automatically sorted for us. But I want to avoid kind of like the older style of doing it. I saw Etho did something really cool in the last Hermitcraft world. He did a boat that essentially goes around and it'll drop off all the items in the correct slot. Oh, so it needs more shape. It needs more definition at the top. How's it going, Neros? So let's do... make it smallish. You want a huge progression update. Well, I mean, there are levels right now. And you can get to fairly high levels. I will say 100 is probably super unreasonable. But I mean, up until that point, like... I don't know, I think you could do it. Because maybe if we just did this. You can level up. That was like the whole thing about yesterday, is that like, now you can level up. Euros misses the whole point of updating the server yesterday. That'd be funny. I don't know if this is too bulky for our scale. But here's the idea. Yeah. You can genuinely level up right now, but you don't get anything for it. You get plus damage and plus health. Or do you want like an item? Because yeah, there's no item. I want item and better gear and better stuff to fight difficult stuff. So I did have an idea, Neros. This is like in the whiteboarding phase, right? So World of Warcraft has Mythic Plus, correct? I guess you don't know a ton about Mythic Plus. Mythic Plus is a game mode where essentially you're given a key and you can get into like infinitely scaling content. My thought was to do something similar, but also have gear drop with a like bonus, like a bonus stat to it type of deal. So like, let's say, you know, you beat Krusk and it's like a level 10 or something like that. He's got like double health, double damage. Probably not double damage. Health damage will probably scale a little bit slower. Then you get an item that's got like additional damage or health stat to it. Be like an extra stat to it, and it'll roll like a certain number. That was an idea I had, but obviously it takes a little bit to flesh that out. I'd want the bosses to scale faster than the items you get though, so that way like eventually you would get bogged down or whatever. Yeah, maybe I'll just go infinite. No, honestly, this doesn't look bad. I just wish I had more shape to it. Right now, I think the best weapon is probably the Krusk axe. Unless you're playing like Assassin or something. No, maybe the Ceremonial Dagger is the best. I don't know, they're both pretty good. But it just depends if you prefer axes or swords. I think we start with this, and we can update it if we don't like it. I like this better. Okay, so that's gonna be the light we use like on the edge of our trails. Should light a fairly large area. I think. Lights roughly the same amount of area as a torch, which is a little unfortunate. I do want... Is there a way to get more of those? Basically want a whole bunch. Because those would be cool to put under the trails. Ooh. Wait, how? How? It's just how? Okay. These are actually a block I haven't played with much. I know they came out. I just played a while ago, but... Okay, and it like spreads. Alright, so what if there is nowhere for you to spread? Oh, this hill can kind of stay. Like, it probably can't spread on tough, if I had to guess. You literally just can't bone meal it, okay. Can I get it to always go to the same block? Yes. Alright, this is super easy to automate. Alright, I know we said that we were gonna make stuff look nicer today. But this is gonna be a nice little farm. And do I have a dispenser? I love how I just have like 10 observers lying over there, like, oh, 3 pistons over here, just like completely randomly. I guess what am I waiting on? Let's put it right here. Because it probably can't spread to mud, right? If it can spread to mud, then I might need to change that. Okay, so mud is illegal. Cool. Like, it isn't bad to, like, fly up here and stuff, but it'd be nice to have an actual path. Like, maybe our elytra breaks or something, right? This is, like, such a forgotten mechanic in Minecraft. Oops, I guess we got a fully repaired one. I wonder if autocrafters can do that actually. I guess how do you separate out bows from the rest? You're gonna get armor. See, spawned in front of us. All right. So dispenser with plenty of bone meal, and then we literally just need pistons on either side. And then we probably want the pistons powered at a different time, if I had to guess. Whoops. These particles are so cool. Alright, so we need a clock. I'm actually going to alter things a little bit, and we're going to use a comparator. Comparator is just easier for us to turn on and off, right? Because I don't have access to slime quite yet. That. This is like super fast though, isn't it? The observer clock is slightly smaller, a little slower, isn't it? Yeah, okay. I would say mission success. Ow. That. I stubbed my toe really badly last night. And yeah, that's so weird. Whatever. I actually like subbed it bad enough like I started bleeding. But I like moved my foot in a certain way and like it caught on the sock. It's like, huh, that's strange. That actually hurt a little bit. Oh wow, I have a ton of pistons. What the heck was I talking about? That's as big as I can make this bamboo? I'm just blind. I'm just blind. I could have made that like 10 times bigger. Alright, let's throw some stuff in here. Firefly bushes are awesome. And let's shift gears to a somewhat related, but also very much not related thing. Oh man, it's almost turning day already. Let's see if we can find a swamp. Maybe I do this in 10 minutes. That would probably be advisable. Or we head down to our slime chunk. Try to find a singular slime. That's basically where our skeleton spawner is. So what's the best way to try to get a slime to spawn? The more I think about it, the more annoying slime is just when you don't have a farm for it yet, you know. Apparently zombie reinforcement's now working. Apparently it's been bugged for a while. Or maybe it's like the raid leader zombie thing is working again. And that's what they fixed. Apparently zombies can have like a bunch of extra health when they spawn. Okay, so yeah, reinforcement would have had to have been around, right? Reinforcements where, like, if a zombie takes damage, there's a chance that more zombies will spawn nearby, depending on the local difficulty. Okay, yeah, so when it turns dark again, we'll go get a slime ball so we can make a sticky piston, and we have on and off for our fireflies. Love how I threw away all my path textures because I was gonna go do that. And now I'm doing path stuff. Alright. Let's think about how we want this path to look. So I don't think I want it to be right up against these pylons. I want there to be like a little bit of space. Roughly this width, but like a little dynamic.
Blurb1 just wanted to say, I have this friend who sneezes a lot. One day I tripped over my boots. I asked him what I tripped over and he went a shoe.
Okay, that's pretty good. But we gotta prototype how we want this to look. bricks towards the edge maybe, but not the whole edge, so it's not clean all the way. I'm beginning to doubt bricks. Then another box. Dirt works, but it's gonna turn into grass on us. So yeah, remove the bricks. What about coarse dirt? That's like super dark. This might not work. We run into the same issue that we did with the bricks, just slightly different. Yeah, that really stands out. How about path? Path also has the added downside that this dips like super non-noticeable, but like there. I really don't want to make like just a plain packed mud path, you know. We can get rid of some portions and like grass grow into it, so it's like a patchy path. Let me try to do like a patchy style here. You know, something kind of like this. Why are paths so difficult? I kind of like throwing gravel in there. Screw it, terracotta. Because terracotta is another block that goes really well with the mud. That's really doing its job. It's already got like 3 stacks. So if I remember right, there was a mesa near our desert that we're gonna destroy. And then I also have an idea of what to do with this. I just need a ton of obsidian in order to do it. Dude, today is just like full ADHD mode. I don't actually have ADHD. Just that's what it feels like when you when you're jumping around between like 3 different tasks. This was markers I was placing because we were trying to track down a wither that had gotten loose on the nether ceiling. We did eventually find the wither, but I never went back to get rid of the remnants of my trail. Some other reasons why I like to have a stash of potions. It's be very helpful at times. Just speed 1, but like, what is it? Plus 20%? So we just do this 20% faster. For every 5 we've broken an additional one and wouldn't have otherwise. I don't know what to do with another portal on this side. This side is also more difficult because we have to be careful about mobs spawning. The idea for the overworld is that the portal is in like a shard of obsidian that's like stabbed itself into the ground. I mean, we could just do like a slab, like a shard of obsidian. I don't know how you like decorate the environment around that. Or maybe you just leave it as like a shard of obsidian. It's like stuck in the ground. Like, that's all it is. I don't know. Right now it just kind of looks like a funky little shape. I definitely want something though to make it fairly obvious that that's the way out. I think I've seen some people, they'll run like carpet on their nether ceilings from like one farm to another. Pretty common thing. We could do that and that would help mark out where it is and then just put it like plainly on the nether ceiling. And well, if you get lost, number 1, great job. But we have distant horizons. I mean, you can just see the portal unless you're like literally thousands of blocks away. At which point, just start heading to 0, and you'll find it eventually. Actually, almost done already. I was expecting this to be much more of a pain to get cleaned up. Something we should also probably do is build a hoglin farm. I know I got my like pumpkin pie farm, which I'm very proud of, but hoglins give you leather, which is awesome, and pork chop is better than pumpkin pie by quite the margin. They're also like super easy farms to build. How much longer? 3 minutes. Wow. What's gonna suck is if one of these has ghost blocked, and then we won't know until we come over here like 100 hours later. And there's like a random netherrack that spawns. Alright. So this is where our desert is. There is also a mangrove swamp nearby that we were going to destroy for mud. And let's make a mud farm, which, I don't know, maybe we should. Mining it for mangrove was like fairly quick, but like a little tedious. Grab 2 of those. Whoops. Oh, that's mud. I thought this was like stone or something. I was like, oh, that's a new structure. That'd been pretty cool. But yeah, there's our mesa. And since this desert's gonna be destroyed, I really don't care about any of the biomes around here. We're like almost 6,000 blocks away from our base. 2 desert villages. So, I suppose we can just mine this. I actually don't know of another good option for gathering plain terracotta. Should have brought the beacon, so that way at least we got haste 1. This is only terracotta so deep, right? Turns into stone eventually. I'm just wondering how realistic it is for us to run out of terracotta here. And it is a full moon. Also probably a little too late, aren't I? Let's still go looking. Why not? I got a few rockets left. What's gonna happen? I'm gonna run all the way out and then be stranded out here. It could 100% happen. Or do I just seed map it? Sorry, what I'm trying to do is figure out if we have a swamp anywhere nearby so we can get like literally one slime ball. Like literally one slime ball be all I want. Swamps are temperate, if I remember. Is that the correct word? I think that's the correct word, right? You're not hot, you're not cold, you're temperate. I believe is the case. We got cold biomes. Villager outpost. Suppose I don't have a laze yet. I can wait. A pretty neat looking ravine. Judging by that mushroom biome, I think I know roughly where we're at. Yeah, I definitely won't be building out in this direction. Or even if we do find it at this point, we're not going to get any slimes to spawn. So let's head back. Kind of an interesting jungle here. I don't think I've seen this before. Sparse jungle. I don't know if we have melons or not, but it doesn't matter because all we'd use it for is glistering melons, and we have farmer villagers. No. Yeah, like spend 1 emerald or... Yeah, 1 emerald for 3. Or an iron ingot for 1. This is a trade-off, it doesn't make any sense. So I built this portal under the belief that... No, this is the portal we came through on. This was generated. Yeah, I won't worry about fixing it. Okay, I wanted to change this. Kind of better match what we got going on over here. I don't know, I feel like that makes it fairly clear. I suppose we need to incorporate terracotta somewhere. It's fine, it's fine. Oh, and then this thing is... I don't know why I decided to do this. Such like a random, just a random thing to put like up in the air up here. That would be funny if I didn't have flint and steel. I think I got some in my backpack. I think I try to keep portal supplies in there at the very least. Yes, okay, cool. Look at that, responsible. Although I could do with some more obsidian. So yeah, eventually this is gonna be like a shard of obsidian that we fly into. There'll be like a flat spot in the front. Be like sticking out of the ground. Like, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, finally got terracotta. Just took like 2 detours. How? Just how? Like, it's just, oh. Bamboo is some weird stuff. Just like quantum tunnels through the wall. I don't know, there's something. I don't know, there's something there. I don't know what my thoughts are though. There's definitely something there though. Yeah, it just makes it even more abrasive. You can only really put in like a couple of those, just like the course. You know, just like every once in a while. Like, I don't know. See, like, to me, the gravel and the packed actually like blends fairly well together. Like, it almost looks like a sheet, right? It's gray there. Whereas this is like, it's because they have similar texture, whereas like the terracotta is too smooth. I wonder what we can find that has similar texture to that gravel and packed mud. It's a coarse dirt, but then that's got the issue with the color. Stands out so much. But I still think it works, right? Like you throw out just like little pieces, kind of like the bricks. But it just like you're sprinkling a little bit on top. What has kind of like a slightly desaturated, very unoffensive colors? Stone is probably too smooth. I wonder what cracked stone brick. My hunch is that deep slight's gonna be too dark, right? Like, gonna be like him, yeah. It has that like right color and tone, but it is way too dark. Edge feels very, very sharp. All right, it's a fairly short path. We'll do this with it. We'll do mud with a few scattered bricks, some patches of gravel, and some patches of quartz. That is the plan. If we need to change it later, it shouldn't be too bad to update. I don't have much gravel actually. I have this like fortune pickaxe, well, fortune shovel. Gravel would not be a hard block to go gather though. This would be night 3 of no sleeping, so we're gonna sleep. What do you want to build the bridge out of? Looks like it's dark enough. Yeah, and maybe Saturdays are just like really slow stream days. How's it going, Celix? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Get off this and get on Darkstar. I'm doing pretty good. Do you need something on Darkstar, Neros? We're gonna need more gravel. Do you need me or something? No, but get on. Is there an X-rayer? I'm the X-rayer. uh... That nice. Ah. I wonder if I should put bushes around these or not. And it's gonna require a ton of mud, isn't it? I just realized we've done this little. Gonna have to leave and gather gravel, aren't I? Alright, let's mix in some brick. Whoops. Do that block. Maybe need a few more bricks. I don't know, we'll see. This is the problem I have with builds, right? It's like I spend so long just like trying to pick out the right block palette, and then I'm like doubting myself the entire way. It's like, yeah, does this look good? You know, maybe it's not slightly off. You know, maybe I could do that better. Oh yeah, and we gotta do the firefly bushes. I'll definitely add some to the world. Without it, stuff feels kind of like... it feels like we made like a super tiny imprint on the world or whatever. This is kind of like, yeah, we're here. Too much gravel? And we gotta mix in some coarse. Honestly, I'm not terribly upset with this. Oh wow, congratulations on your 10 stream streak, Neros. It's a big number. Wait, does it during day too?
Sub B says hydrate. Hydration.
Oh, that's during the day. Thank you for the hydration, Celix. I might have to go fewer then if it does it during the day too. My hope was that it'd be like mainly during night and it'd be like localized around. Yeah, I mean. You guys know what I mean. Let's get rid of like the near third. So I'll move it a little bit further away. Wait, you didn't make a sugarcane farm? I'll move the particles a little bit further away, I think. Yeah, that helps. That helps big time, I think. Then I actually need jungle wood for what I want to do. I should be careful about out of rockets. Oh yeah. True. Ow. Oops. There we go. I watched the new episode of Fire Force before stream today. And boy, it's good. I wish they'd spent a little less time on side characters and more on the main character, Shinra. Especially because, like, it feels like they're trying to rush it so that way they can finish this, the source material this season. Because, like, they got 7 episodes, and there's something about time travel that's got to happen still, and then they have to do the big climactic final battle, and yeah. Biggerwood acquired. It's massive and overpowered. You're building Neros' gold farm? How's it going, Shark? Yeah, I haven't played with spears at all. Yeah, let's say this is 2 red. This could be closer. Wait, where the heck did you come from? That lit up over there? That reminds me, we should try out the spear. My first experience with it. Okay, that's right. It's all in here. Be like, surely I got the materials to make a spear. Well, you just like ready it and then what? It's fine. A less threatening crowd. You need lunge? I just like actually like move with it, right? Where did you come from? I've been safe here like the last 3 nights. And bam, random zombies. What am I even looking for? Okay. I need like 30 levels to do that though, right? Not even close to that right now. You got yours on the 2nd enchant. There's something flying. I wonder if it's the firefly bush. Oh, he died? Who did he die to? What the heck? So I have to like... Ah, okay. Oh, okay. So it doesn't take too long to ready it, actually. Whoops. Oh, that's so weird. Hopefully there's an enchant to make it do more damage. Because it'd be cool just be able to one-shot mobs with that. Just sprint into them with the spear. Nitro Spear's overpowered? Yeah, I was watching people one-shot each other with it. Looks pretty crazy. By the way, my friend tried to join earlier today and I kept him in loading world until timeout. What do you mean earlier today? Sure. I mean, like, since I've supposedly fixed... Wait, he is in Russia, that does anything. I mean, the server is based in the US, right? So it'd be a little slow for him. But otherwise, yeah. When you're on 2. Yeah. I don't know either then, Shark. My guess is internet's probably just slow. He should reduce his render distance as like a trick in order to get onto the server. Hopefully his ping isn't too bad. That's what I did like way back in the day. I reduced my render distance to like literally 2 to log into the server and then like slowly increase it. It's not an ideal way to play the game, but if you're doing like modded stuff where you don't move a lot, it's fine. We probably need... I kind of want leaves to do like what I did last time. It was like I put a bush here and like maybe a bush over there. But this is the idea for the trail, I think. I like this so far. It really does need green though. Hopefully oak leaves do fine. They're what I have readily available. Got grass? I don't want grass. Get out of here, grass. Can you see that through? You certainly can. It's like an entirely different shade of green. Wow, that's kind of crazy. The guards are like 300 health each. I mean, depending on how you scale it, right? Like, if we're talking like RPG damage, it's like 300 damage to one-shot one of them. Whereas like actual health is like 60 HP. Like Minecraft health, like 3 times the player. Like a time and a half more than Enderman. Yeah. I didn't expect damage to go that high, to be honest. I just realized I do way more because I have weakness from Krusk. Wow. Dude is popping off. What was I? The lantern, yep. So I think this needs to bank a little bit. Yeah, but then it's extra wide here. I think this works. Yeah, I like this shape. The bricks almost sound like somebody sharply inhaling or whatever. And so every time I hear that, it's like, I'm pausing for a second. It's like, wait a minute, what the heck? Alright, so I need more wheat, honestly. This wheat field still isn't fully grown. Oh wow. That is fairly broke, Celix. At least you have a full beacon of iron, right? Like I don't even have that much iron. Just present with gold? Yeah, that's probably fair. I should probably build a gold farm and something like that too. Gold farm would probably be the fastest way and the most available way. My recommendation is a nether portal. And then if you had like a boat transport setup, but I don't think you do. Level 26. Oh, that's perfect. 30 is doable. Maybe Shark. I don't think it's like slowing down like super fast yet. I believe you can CLX. It's just you have to be careful how you take off and whatnot. I don't know all the details about it. Thanks for the stretch, Celix. Is there no alert for stretch? I guess there probably isn't. Oh, we're lagging. Big time lag. Apparently, oh, and our network's having issues. Maybe not. Where's the face cam gone to? So I can try to get it. No, I'm just wearing a Formula 1 shirt, so that's fine. Dude, my hair is super bad though. So if it does work, you're not allowed to say anything about my hair. This is the webcam. Like literally this is OBS's feed of the webcam. You know, I can play with a bunch of buttons, like I can change the color spaces, I can reset the capture device and white balance automatic. I can tell it to auto reset on timeout. Be like a 1. Yep, so my webcam's broken. Yeah, the room is super bright. Yeah, that I don't know when that broke. It was probably a while ago. I don't use it every day, so I didn't notice until a little bit ago. Wait, do I don't... There's the lapis. So it can get sharpness. That is so weird. Wait, it does. Oh, because it pierces through the both enemies. Probably a lot easier than a mace to one-shot the warden with. Is it? It's probably nighttime outside, isn't it? Please be nighttime. You know what? I can still try what I want to. Oh, dude, I'm way too high. Tell me how I'm gonna die. Executed. It'd be kind of fun to try on the iron golems, but it sounds like a good way to get killed. There's that. Need more mud for that, which means more wheat. Needs more redstone dust, so I want to do that. Oh no, we got enough redstone dust. Just barely. Where is... Alright, let's just do this. Who wants to say hi? Aw. Disappointing. Alright. 3. We're gonna make a pop-up sugarcane farm, right? Guess you need a piston for this, don't ya? It is nighttime, but I have no clue where No clue. I don't know, the flying machines add like a whole bunch of complexity that I am not particularly good with. Like, I would rather just build my own, even if it's a bit slower, you know? Building the farm is some of the stuff I have fun with, like at least designing. Is there literally no swamp? There's literally no swamp? Oh, there it is. It's way out there. The closest swamp to us is over 7,000 blocks away. Literally 14,000 blocks. Wait, at least it's got a witch hut. It actually might have a double witch hut. Alright. I guess it can't be avoided now, can it? Does anyone know how low beacons go? Where is range? Range in a square column reaches downward out to each side. Okay, so they do, but they don't start that way. So the way it works, sorry, I just looked at the wiki, is that it doesn't go much lower than the base, but it goes all the way up to build limit. If that makes sense. So like if the range of your beacon is like, I don't know, 15 blocks, it only goes 15 blocks below the base of the beacon. It goes all the way up to build limit. So, if we had a project where we're going to be mining out a large portion of the world, aka a slime farm, then we want the beacon to start at the very bottom of where we are mining. Dude, I haven't died yet in this world's turn. I don't know what you're talking about. You got any arrows? Crypto is down so much. Ooh. Alright, I guess there's our floor. Damn, I hate myself so much for building the base of this thing on a lava pool. Thanks for the stretch, Celix. Whoops. Alright, now I can stretch. I'll pillar up on this block. Back up to where we were. Go down through the top of the cave. And then land down here, hopefully. We're going -422, -393. And I need a bucket of water. Ow. Dude, I'm Aquaman. Alright, 422. We go 393. It's actually further in this direction I thought it was going to be. -422? And 93. It's right here. And then how tragic would it be if I accidentally wrote down the wrong coordinates? You can go through water, right? Torches don't stop water quite as much as they used to. My level 30? Oh wow. You've been popping off big time, Shark. Wow. You better hurry, because I'm probably going to invalidate those with what I'm doing. I'm updating them to use the new item system and the new, like, definition style. But maxing out your... Ooh. There's a child. This is where I mine down, right? I put up with tough, not deep slate. Guess not. Well, this stuff's tough. This is deep slate though. There it is. Yay! Been funny if I drowned. Distance or speed. Okay, so essentially my plan is that we need to flat out the chunk where slimes can spawn, right? Let me look up some of the slime spawning rules first, though. Specifically, how high up they can spawn. Shift H, get rid of that icon. Escape. Tab over. Slime Minecraft. And slime chunks. Alright, slime spawn in the overworld and slime chunks below the layer of y equals 40 in groups of 4, or individually, regardless of lighting or weather conditions. Below y equals 40, we are standing on y equals 1. You know, I think I'll be fine. We'll just go basically this level and lower. Do I want a platform at this level? And if so, how tall? .4, so it needs to be 3 blocks tall. Which means, unfortunately, fighting with this water. Way taller than I thought it was. Okay, hopefully that's all the fighting with it I have to do. Minus around the beacon. Which... we'll fix in some regard. In some way. This will probably be faster with efficiency 2, not efficiency 2, higher powered beacon. So that's that corner. This is this corner. Did you seriously try to kill you using crystals? I think it counts as an honorable death now. I don't think that works anymore. I didn't take damage. I mean, yeah, you got so much health at this point. Alright, so it means the only water is this pillar in the middle, which maybe I'll fix later. I'll also pick a more reasonable block to fill it in with too. For now, I just kind of want to get it to a point where we can fly away and find some signs on the platform. $1,110 HP. Wow. I can believe it. So the thing says that it gives you +5 health. It's giving you +5 like vanilla Minecraft health. So it's giving you like +25 RPG health. So I'll probably be nerfing that. I'll probably be nerfing that to give you like +5 health. No, damage is actual. Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, it's +5 RPG damage. It's +1 like Minecraft damage. But I'll probably nerf it to actually be like those numbers, so like literally +1 damage or like +5 health. And then I'll do it so that way you get like talent points for each level, and then you can spend 5 for damage, or you can spend 5 on health. Yeah. And maybe it has to be buffed, right? Maybe it has to be like 1.25 or something. Or maybe it only costs 4 instead of a full 5. But I don't need to worry about the water in the middle, right? Because it's not a source, so I can just mine all the way around this. Kind of funny how I started today with the intention of cleaning up the world, and now just like made more messes in like more places. All right, let's just step over here and let's see what happens. Maybe we'll see like a Christmas miracle or something. There were, for some reason, RPG isn't picking up decent holograms. It's like a good backup, which it should be. So I'll have to change that. I kind of want a ladder. I think I have wood in my ender chest. Oh, this gives a chance for a slime to spawn too. You're the one that farmed like literally hundreds of the spawn thing, like. I'll just tell ya. Like you're never meant to just like, you know, sit down and kill like 50 of them. Roster check. Thank you, Celix. It was actually sitting in a really dumb way. I was like sitting sideways with like my back arched. I was as well, not gonna lie. Like, why can't the human body just sit at like weird angles like that? Like, you know, why does that have to be bad for our back? Yeah, exactly. Let a man live. Well, at least it's not as deep anymore. That was a really weird, just like random hole in the middle of that hill. Or reduce the altitude of this hill. Oh, whoops. I came out here for ladders and I fill up a whole little portion and then forget ladders. Sounds about right. You might be like, how is bamboo related to ladders? I'd say bamboo is absolutely related. Watch this. Two birds, one stone. Where the heck are my rockets? Alright, please at least one slime. And then I can hit it with looting. Then I can have one slime ball. And I can be happy. And I can finish a build. And then we can go on even more deranged rants next to me a slime ball. Oh, this game. Probably mining this without Silk Touch. Dude, what the heck? I mean, there's a singular lava block here? Bro, I just gathered 5k resources to build the gold farm and realized I only needed 10 honey blocks. Hey, at least now you got 5,000 honey. Oh. Oh, you got all the blocks and you didn't realize you need 10 honey. I see what you mean. Yeah. Oh, hi, friends. Oh, that's a normal diamond ore, too. It's pretty cool. Maybe I should have invested more and gotten the tier 2 haste. Would definitely speed this up. I mean, in a way, this kind of counts as like cleaning up our world, right? It's like, hear me out. We got those ugly signs downstairs as part of like the skeleton farm, right? Well, if we can get 10 slime balls, then we can make a launcher, and then we don't even need to have those anymore. Alright, there we go. Step over here. Hopefully we get at least one slime. That would be the dream. Even wait a little bit over here. Fix this issue. Oops, I want numpad 7. You know what, that combined work. Drink some water. Walking over and hope that there's a slime. Nothing on the top layer. Nothing on the bottom layer. Alright. Time for a third layer. 1, 2, and 3. So here, the idea is that each layer increases the probability of a slime spawning, right? So that means if I make all the layers, then surely a slime would spawn. And also, I think if we get one layer after this, we're at the point where they can spawn on the top layer if we're on the bottom layer. Is that a phantom or something? I am essentially building out a platform that slimes can spawn on. I'm not like turning into a farm quite yet. I just need a couple of slime balls. I'll probably get the rest from an oozing potion. But I literally just need like one slime ball. And so I'm just making more and more platforms so that way hopefully a slime spawns on one of them. Oh, my nearest slime, or like swamp, because swamps spawn slimes at night, is like 14,000 blocks away. Which like I can totally get to, but it's like, yeah. Or how you thought? Well, let me open up the wiki. A slime needs a space of 2.04 times 2.04 times 2.04 blocks to spawn, which must be clear of solid and liquid obstructions. When a slime attempts to spawn, the game checks to see if the space requirement is followed. Therefore, small and medium slimes are not able to spawn in 2 block tall areas, even though it would normally be enough room for other small mobs. Whoops, I should be using. Oh, gravel. Whoops, it's outside of range. So yeah, there should be plenty of space for him. It won't be enough space really for yeah, basically we would have to think a little bit about how we kill them, right? As if we want to upgrade this all the way. Which, I don't know, maybe we will. My current thought is that we would have to use water buckets to push them into where we want them. Because with a block above their head, each jump, they go like almost nowhere. Or very little ground. So either we'd have to space out the platforms more, or the thought with water is you just push them to where you want them. I figure you just put like a drain in the middle. Iron golems on the wall on one side. Well, that doesn't solve the problem. They can't move because there's a block right above their head. And also, you can also get away with just like a ring of magma around the side, right? So the way that slime AI works is that they just pick a random direction on spawn and they hop in that direction. So if you just put a ring of magma blocks around the edges, they'll eventually hop to the magma blocks and burn. They might hop more aggressively towards the iron golem, but yeah. The underground ones in general nowadays aren't worth the building unless there's some like extenuating circumstances like, oh, my nearest swamp is 14,000 blocks away. You're generally better off just building them in a swamp. And then you use the brown mushrooms to prevent anything else from spawning, and then you can just get an absurd amount of slime. And then you also know how to spend any time mining like this. And actually, I probably shouldn't be doing this. Never mind. If I do water all the way, I turn it off, right? Like, I'll be fine. But, because of my... I don't want to put other farms in the area. And this is one that's a little bit harder to turn off. But if I just have like water flowing towards the middle, which is kind of what I want to do, or to like flush them out, and it's fine. All right, time to walk away. Come back and hopefully there's some slime. Ooh. Yes, and the other option now is you can use oozing potions, especially with I forget, do you need to kill the mob in order to get the oozing effect, or do you just need to damage them? If you just need to damage them, a laze would be incredible. You might need to actually kill them. In which case, you could use an infested potion to get a bunch of silverfish, which are fairly easily killed. Alright, nothing on the top layer. Nothing on the middle layer. Nothing on the bottom layer. Right. Honestly, what I should do is just go to the swamp, get one slime ball, and then oozing. But I believe, let's go to mini HUD and turn on a render. Oops, this is Lightmatica. I want mini HUD. So if we look here at this spawn sphere, mobs are able to spawn anywhere outside this blue sphere.
Reapover says hydrate. Glue glue glue.
Thank you for the hydrate, Pseudo. Oh. Actually, the rest of my water bottle. Which is good. I should be killing like 2 of those a day. Yeah, like one of the big Nalgene's, it's got like a whole liter in it. So I guess I won't run off. Ooh. Oh, that was way scarier. I was way scared than I needed to be. Forgot we have actual boots now. Got drowned. Ow, ow. Dude, what? Like a whole army down here. I don't want anything to do with this. I just want slimes. Why I'm doing any of this? It's not so much that I want a bunch of slimes, I just want one. Well, if I get one, I can use oozing potions to get more. Ouch. What? It was him. I love how he just ignored me when I was looking at him. No, it's a skeleton. But like, I poked over and I'm like, oh, what the heck? And he just ignores me. But then I turned around to go mining. And he's like, ah, I got him. He sniped me twice. Oh, what a guy. We were like just within his detection range or whatever. Rock gravel. Hey, that's pretty nice. Actually running low on these things. Not as low as I'm running on redstone though. It's a pretty cool looking cave. Oh wow, I'm getting spammed everywhere on Discord. Okay, nothing important. I should probably make a way that you're able to see your experience. If you're still around, Shark. Like, see your experience and see how much you need for the next level. Kind of surprised that you knew that it only took like 9.47 bosses in order to get through like level 25. I mean, I told you all the math that went into it, but still. Kind of funny that you actually sat down and calculated it. Oh, drowned. I think if it's nighttime, that central pillar where our beacon's going up, We can actually get zombies to swim up it and come after us after they converted it around. That's kind of funny in my opinion. Not like this is meant to be a super safe space though. It's just meant to be, I want slime. Provide increased probability of getting slime. Kind of reminds me of what it feels like to mow a lawn. I haven't done that in a few years. We got like so many different strategies, right? Like you can go row after row and do like a 180-degree turn at the end, or you can do kind of like what I did here with like the 90-degree turns on each corner. And like the rows you're going straighter for longer. Because that's essentially what we're doing, right? We're mowing the lawn. But if you do it like this, you know, you get your straightaway for longer, but it takes longer to turn too, right? Because you gotta go 180 degrees. I think the way the math works out, if you're able to turn like at a constant rate, so like let's say, you know, it takes 1 second to turn 1 degree or something, or whatever the ratio is, like 1 second for 90 degrees. It takes 2 seconds to do 180. I think the math works out that it doesn't matter. Either way, you're going to be mowing like the same amount of lawn. It's going to take you the same amount of time. But obviously in the physical world, it doesn't work out that way. So which way is it faster to do it? The answer is I have no clue. Ooh. In the yards I mowed, I did both. Some parts I would do like the rectangling my way in, and then other ones I'd do like line by line. Generally, the weirder it is, the more often I did the outline. The less regular it was, that is. That. Okay, we kinda need to reset the mobs. Things are going wild down there. I suppose we can just head up, and we head up far enough, we'll be good. Ow, ow. If we really wanted to reset the mobs, we do this. And then we try to get there as fast as possible. Come on, get me slimes. Seriously? Seriously, none. Yeah, all tilted about this. Especially now that I thought about the using potion, and it's like, no, really, I only need one slime. So I could try to find it. Wait, what? There's more slime chunks over here? The double slime chunk? Pretty cool. Ooh, spider jockey. No, thank you. I did see the diamonds, but my life is higher priority. Oh, oh, oh! Where is he? Where is he? Get over here. Yeah, it's a big one too. Triplets. 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 All right, we're never using this again. Yes! Finally. This is such a weird water stream that goes like all the way up. I guess I placed this water bucket up here, didn't I? I went most of the way up and then I put the water bucket down. Finally we can finish the skeleton farm. Then I need sticky piston. And then where is... I might need some dust or a repeater, but it's good so far. We have a lever? No, but now we have 37. Mud brick and an observer. Welcome back, Shark. We have slime. Then the next thing. Do I need dust for this? I forget. Hopefully I don't need a repeater. A repeater or a target block. Oh, shoot. I forgot. No. Oh, there's so much more to this, isn't there? Oh, I forgot about all that stuff. Okay, so here's the general idea. The idea is slime block goes there, launches this up. But we need to push a soul sand block in right here. which requires another sticky piston back behind that, which is not a problem, right? We got the sticky pistons. But we have to run the signal from like a button right here all the way up to there, which requires redstone, which I don't have, and a really long pulse extender. How's it going, Silkcraft? Hope you're having a wonderful day. So I'm gonna drop this off for now, and I suppose we have to go get more redstone. This hardcore? You can't see anything at all. I mean, OBS is working. This isn't hardcore. I've yet to die, though. Where's this? Time played, 1.86 days. Times his last death, 1.86. I mean, we're doing pretty good so far. Did almost die the other day to a trident. That was a pretty scary moment. Oh, that's by hours. That's 20 hours. Almost 48 hours. So I mean, it's real life days. It isn't game days, if I remember right. This would be a lot of progress for 20 minutes. Almost 40. The world also looks more impressive than what it actually is from inside the skeleton farm. The skeleton farm is like one of the few things I've actually gotten fleshed and built out. Alright, let's go this way, I suppose. Goal is redstone. Really, we don't need that much redstone. I kind of want to stock up while I have the chance. Actually, I should check. Is this the best height for redstone? Or distribution charts. Redstone. Actually, this is the best. Huh. I have beef with redstoners. What's wrong with redstoners? I always love me a bit of good redstone. In general, you're right, Gavin. It is better to just cave for your resources, but, caves are dangerous. I mean, it literally is built off of, like, computer science and, like, electrical circuits and that type of stuff. Like, they're just using that to apply into redstone. It's pretty cool stuff. Way too complicated though. Like, I literally got a minor in computer science at university, and I don't know if I'll ever do much with logical redstone. You had to learn hexadecimal. Gavin does not like the caving paradigm. I mean, if you want, we can go caving. Like, I probably have to get this whole area lit up in order to, I want to build a creeper farm at the top of the mountain or something like that. Be a nice place for it. Nice way to hide it and have it accessible and running most of the time. $24. Be happy with 24 ore. I don't know that 24 dust is gonna be it. Ooh, lag spike. Be fun if I ran into my beacon or something. Gavin says people in computer science are super suspicious and evil. Therefore, redstone is evil. I mean, if we're saying suspicious and evil is transitive, but you know, that might be a slightly more complicated relation than just, it's transitive. Do Minecraft cave sounds. Alright, I guess we're heading back. 24 redstone. I got a bunch of torches back at base. That's not a problem. The only real difficulty is going to be trying to extend the pulse long enough for the little sand block. I suppose, and we do need a couple of repeaters in order to delay it for us heading up. How's it going, Boltways? Welcome back to the stream. We are in single player today. That, I need the torches. I'll make like 3 repeaters and hopefully that's enough. And then maybe tonight, instead of going to sleep, I'll just like stay up and mine a ridiculous amount to get more redstone. I don't know, I got some things I gotta do. So maybe not. We'll see. Why do you have pies as food? Because I felt like it's a little bit unique, right? Like, how many people have pumpkin pie as their food? But, I got this machine that makes it automatically for me. So it's generally not much of a fuss. We got sugar cane. We got like 20 chickens in there. It has pumpkins. This is all super spread out way of saying if we got one of each, send it down. And then we just auto craft. Bam, pumpkin pies. As long as we're in the area, we're making pies. So that's kind of nice. A little bit less restrictive than like Hoglands, which is probably objectively better, but yeah. Did I have something over here? I had these I wanted. Yep, that's right. We'll take the observers just because. The observers can be useful for setting the signal up. Alright, we want like 3. You know what? It's pretty cheap. I think we have everything to do this. Alright, Bolts, have a good shower. See you in a bit. Okay. So let's do it. Ooh, okay. This is probably gonna happen a few times. I should also probably be doing this with respiration. Because there is a chance that we get stuck. There's a very real chance we get stuck. Let me mind that. Then let's see. Sticky piston. Soul sand there. Cool. We can drain everything up to here. We can actually just put a sign. Super nice. Sign is waterlogged. You were the chosen one, Anakin. You're supposed to destroy the Sith, not join them. Okay, let's just get rid of all this. Oh, that... Oh, of course. Of course. Because why wouldn't there be bedrock here? Like, why wouldn't there be bedrock there? Like, you know, guys, the stream's going dark for a second. Let me just, you know, GMC. Man, it looks so clean too. Look at that. Like, just imagine that, and there's like slime block. I suppose these would have to be furnaces, but I mean, that isn't a huge deal. And like, there's a single button here. Like, this would be so clean. Instead, we have like the mess of signs everywhere. All right. fine. Where did my slime block go? Okay. It's not pretty, but it gets the job done, and if this works, I am fine conceding and saying that this build is complete. Okay, so button goes there. What? Oh, okay. It'll look even more gross than I thought. Oh well. I don't have the line capacity I used to. Okay, and then this has to run up to a pulse extender into this piston up here. I'm gonna power this piston. Okay, now this is the part that I'm not 100% sure about. This is some, like, arcane wizardry that, like, I pretend to understand, but, like, I don't truly understand. Wait, why is this not extending? Am I doing it wrong? Like I said, so some arcane wizardry that I don't completely understand. Let's see, do I have it in here? I do. Why does this work in mine? It feeds back into itself. So here it's allowed to feed into itself. This repeater is a mistake. And then I should amplify the signal before it gets in here. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. It needs to be allowed to feed into itself. We're gonna do this. There we go. So now it doesn't look back on itself other than the extending circuit. Welcome back. Need to increase the delay on it. Ooh, we might already be done. This might be our system. I should play Cobblemon? What's that? We need a few more down there. Maybe like 4? Is it like Pixelmon? I guess Pixelmon's really old, right? It's like newer Pixelmon. Ah. I don't know, maybe. I've been thinking about doing like 24-hour challenges to some extent. And one of the ideas I had was to do a Pokemon. It could be cool to do like a 24-hour stream that's just Pixelmon. So I keep on saying Pixelmon because that's what it was. This is what it was back in my day. Showing my age. Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, that's probably the best way to talk about this and continue discussing. So the issue is that this is too long, right? It takes too long for a signal to go all the way around and come all the way back. So we need a way of lengthening this signal here, I believe. What I'm trying to do, somewhat unsuccessfully, is make our exit for our skeleton farm look a little bit nicer. I am trying to make it doesn't really matter, right? Because it's like right behind the wall. Trying to make the exit a little bit nicer. We'll try this. So yeah, so you stand on the slime block, you press the button, you get launched up, this extends, and then you go all the way up to the top. That is the idea. I believe that was long enough. It was crazy long. No mob spawning? Nope. Let's give it a go. I should just hop on here. Hands off the keyboard. up, right? Oh yeah. And actually, that isn't too much of overkill either. That is perfect. So now I could finally mark off this build as pseudo complete. The one thing is that I want these to be stairs instead of being furnaces, and I want the slime block to move down one. Unfortunately, there's a bedrock block there. Otherwise, I could do that. But I mean, still. I'm super glad with how this turned out. I don't know if I like that block there. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll get rid of the block. But hey, we're cleaning up the world. We no longer have a giant oak sign spam. Because it used to be that, like, the wire column went all the way down. There's signs all the way here, signs all the way here, all the way, like, vertically here. And, like, yeah, it's not perfect, but it's a lot better. Then you have to put kelp. No, I don't need to put kelp. I've already done that step. All these are source blocks already. I did that when I originally made the bubble column. So I needed to get a way to piston the player in there and then soul sand the bottom. Now we've done that, we're good. You know what, I should actually put this stuff in my redstone. My redstone shulker. Anything else? I guess I can grab the ores. Am I missing anything that would belong in a redstone shulker? Oh yeah, and I want to try oozing potions. Make a giant axolotl. I'm just not sure where a good axolotl would fit, to be honest. I've been struggling to figure out, like, what level of, I don't know if realism is the right word, but, like, what level of fantasy this world is, right? Like, I do pixel art, or do I need to be, like, more, this is like a fantasy world? And I'm kind of settling on it. This is kind of like a fantasy world, opposed to, like, having pixel arts and stuff. So I want it to be not like super believable, but, you know, a little bit more grounded. I should make an auto brewer. That would be super helpful. I got this thing, just a little bit, to help automate the process. Yeah, a redstone shulker. So it's in there for now, and I can get them more organized later. Ores, I actually started a chest for over here. Iron. Oh, spot for iron. Whoops. All right, let's play with oozing potions. Wait, didn't I have another glass bottle somewhere? There we go. Oh, then I left the slime. Oh well. Just gotta run over there real quick. I think it's such a nice touch that it goes from, like, the light, like, basically stone brick, to tough, and then to the deep slate. That transition at the top. I do it at the bottom too. It was just like a little little idea I had. It's like, you know, let's force some of the color transition. I think it really adds a lot. Makes it look a lot deeper than what it actually is. I mean, it is basically down to, it's literally down to bedrock from y equals 91. 150 block vertical. All right, so hopefully, oh, let's look this up. Oozing potion, Minecraft. Oh, you need a full slime block with an awkward potion. That's a little awkward. I also need some gunpowder. I mean, as long as you get like 3 slime balls from it, right? It's profit. This is what I've been spending most of my time on today. I don't know if you caught this part. We're working on just a little area where slimes are able to spawn a little bit more. They are easy to build. I haven't gotten around to it yet, you know. Yes, we do have another one down here. Actually coming in clutch more than I thought it would. I got an idea for my creeper farm, and I gotta prototype out a little bit how it's gonna work. Basically, a lot of creeper farms are like super not visual, right? So it's like, you know, you got the creepers in their area, and you got the area for the player. And usually you're like 100 blocks away, right? Because the world isn't lit up. I want the player to be able to kill the creepers, number one. That's probably the idea. So we can get full looting effect. And the other idea, where'd he go? Is that I want the creepers to like fall around the player. So put yourself in the middle, and I want creepers falling in like a 3x3 like around the player. Which I need to do some prototyping. I need to make sure that the creepers don't just like immediately blow up, or like what kind of shielding the player needs so that way they don't do that. But that's how I want to do my creeper farm. Otherwise, everything else is like basically the same, you know. You scare them off a platform using cats or use water. I do not have a mace yet. I have not raided a trial chamber. I suppose we could probably get cartographer pretty easily, and we could definitely do that. Could be another good source of slime. Now we got oozing potions. Make them splash potions. And then we'll throw them on some skeletons. I do know what elytra spearing is. I did it to a horse earlier. It's kind of tricky, but it's pretty cool. I just updated literally yesterday to the version where we could get spears. It's a pretty fun weapon. I do need to get a spearing on it though. Not spearing, lunging. My farm is active. I'll let it run for a little bit, and then we will see how much we get out of it. I mean, as long as we get like literally 3 slime balls, it's profit, right? This range here. But oh, that's right. I gotta do that still. I want to replace that section there with blue ice, so that way they can't fight it as much as they are. Same goes for as much of this as that you don't see. So like that cobble over there, some of that deep slate over there. I'd probably pick something better for the walls and ceiling. I'm not sure yet. But you can see here that they're able to like fight and push each other and still stay within relatively close range of the spawner. Or even able to fight the water stream. But these two were ice. I think that would help. And something else I want to do is I want to raise the drop a little bit. So that way I'm able to like piston them onto like a weeping vine or whatever it's called. One of the vines, that way they don't take entity cramming. Those are all future upgrades though. Upgrades for another day. Wait, what? Oh, my friend's dog just caught a mouse apparently. Alright, let's see. 3 slime balls is the goal. Dude, this is working infinitely better than I expected it to. Dude, this is actually awesome. Dude, who needs a slime farm? I got over a stack. $111 slime balls. Wait. Scratch that. 114 slime balls. And I didn't even let it fully stack up. That's not even like disabling entity cramming. That's just skeletons plus oozing. That is... Wow. That's awesome. I do not know what unstable SMP is. Well, I haven't heard of unstable SMP. So let's talk about the Minecraft content I've watched. I used to watch a Dream SMP back in the day. Honestly, I don't know what's happened to Dream SMP. But yep. Then there was, what is it, Earth or whatever it's called. But the main ones I've watched over time is Hermitcraft and Mindcrack. I've watched pretty much every season of both of those. It's a scripted server right now? Huh. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll have to check it out. My favorites have always been like the Hermitcraft and Mindcrack style. And that's insane though for slime. Like, I think I'm just not gonna build a slime farm because of this, honestly. Especially because of the fact that they get confined to the little space there. And then if I put a beacon in the mountain, or at least like nearby the mountain, I can get full buffs. And it's like, it doesn't even matter if like they're doing a ton of damage or it gets out of control or anything. Oh, you mean like how the mobs stand on a slab right now? That's actually genius. That is super genius. There we go. Now they're on a half slab. All right, let them build up a little bit, and we'll see. It's gonna be a little bit harder to hit them, but small price to pay. It also makes it less likely for them to be able to see me. Suppose they still can at some angles. I hear slime noises somewhere. It'd be funny if there's like a slime stuck in the wall or something. The easiest way is probably to make like a chamber holding potions above them and then drop it on top upon request. Because like, I don't really have a good way to send potions at an angle here. I could drop the potions from here, but these are all like visible blocks. I don't know. Under like this block here, I believe it would hit the skeletons, but I don't know, I kind of like this being the chiseled block. And kind of, it like brings the room together. I suppose it won't look terrible, but it'll look better than this. But. All right, have a good one, Bolt. It was nice talking to you. Have fun at the birthday party. Oh, baby shower. Ah, I see. See ya. All right, last harvest. Oh, dude. Oh. I appreciate the idea with the slab. I think what's going on is there's just so many, right? Like all the mobs are getting like infinite velocity until they're able to escape. They either escape or they get entity crammed. So I really appreciate the suggestion of the slab. It probably helped a little bit, but I like this style a little bit better. And you know, if a few slimes go flying across the room every time I use oozing, not a big deal. I'll deal with that. So awesome. That is super. That is wow. I'm gonna have to remember this for the future. Maybe put some blocks beside. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I really like the way this looks. I'm also really protective about the way this looks. See ya, Bolt. That's part of why that annoys me so much, is because I want it the way it was earlier. But that's maybe just a me thing. Yeah, maybe I gotta get over that. Sometimes style has to come after form. Well, yeah. Functionality. Alright, let's finish this path, and that's probably all I got time for today. And I'll be honest, I completely forgot there's another wheat field. So, part of what I've been doing is killing time so that way our wheat field can grow. But we have like a whole nother wheat field over next to the villagers. I saw it when I was flying over, and it's like, oh wow, there's a lot of pumpkins. Those are stems. Should get caught back up on Freerin today. That'd be good. I'm still on, I finished season 1. I just haven't started season 2 yet. I think there's like 3, maybe 4 episodes out. Same goes for Fate Strange Fake. Kind of scared about Strange Fake though, because like there is so much pressure for that show to be good. Like episode 1 came out, episode 0 I should say, not episode 1. Literally came out like years ago, right? Like this is a show where they've been taking a year or more per like the first 2 episodes. And like, if it's even mediocre, that's like a disappointment. What do you mean, how am I still alive? What do you mean, how am I still alive, Neuros? Of course I'm still alive. Math crypto is dumping. So what you're saying is I should get into the market while it's down. Oh, I used to be a crypto trader back in my day. Back when I was a young lad. Back in like 2018, which is like 8 years ago. What the heck? Like, seriously, what the heck? 8 years ago was 2018. 2016, best meme year ever, is like 10 years ago. Dude, I'm a boomer. Unironically. These large farms are kind of satisfying to harvest, even if they're not like super automated and stuff. I wonder what happened to those. I don't know what could have trampled them, right? Because like hostile mobs wouldn't jump unless they have a reason to. Same goes for passive mobs. There's nowhere where they're trying to get up to. Means it must have probably been a player, but I don't know, super weird. Maybe I trampled them forever ago and just didn't realize. I mean, honestly, that's probably what it is. It's probably I landed there with my elytra and I tried to jump to quickly get out before I trampled anything. I trampled the second one. Hero Brian, bum bum bum. Role is infected, confirmed. World is haunted, I guess, not affected. So many seeds. I should probably start converting them into bone meal at this point. Like, who's? Ooh. I don't know how you guys. How are you guys librarians? I pick up boxes and I put down boxes. Let me in. Let me in. I'm a delivery driver. Except I don't make as much money as the delivery drivers because we don't have any spots yet. Yep. Nope, not FedEx. I work for the Brown Santa. And ironically, some people have called it that. Which is kind of funny. Kind of funny, also kind of true. Well, I mean, what other one would be the Brown Santa? I think I've seen a few pictures of them in Europe. But yeah, I could see you guys not having it. You have access to merchant accounts? I think you misunderstand how, like, these giga corporations are run. I know nothing. Yes, I do know how to like operate the package car and stuff. I know some of the secret codes for the delivery area I'm at. So like, literally right now I could go and open up one of the lock boxes. I obviously wouldn't. I'd pretty quickly get fired. That's the most privileged information I got access to. That, and sometimes there'll be companies that will ship like confidential stuff through UPS. And it's like very clearly you know what it is. Like, for example, there was a store closing nearby at one point, and they were like shipping materials, and like literally on the side of the box, it's like so and so shop closure materials or something like that. It's like, all right, guess I know a week before everyone else. And that's about the extent of the extra information I get. I suppose I get to talk to the employees of a lot of companies, so I know a lot of stuff about local companies that you might not expect. I don't know what to do here. Oh, let's just make a brick for now. Noob. I mean, you could invest based off the information you get from that, like the closure stuff or whatever, like those documents. But it's not at a scale where it would really matter. And I'm sure I don't know if you would get investigated, but it is like 100% insider trading probably. Less than what Pelosi's doing, but still enough they can technically get you for it. So I'd rather just not. Can you actually like make predictions on Play Market? Oh wow. Yeah. But like, how do you start a market that is closing? You know what I mean? That's the real question. And that's the question I'm kind of asking, if you have access to create those markets. Yeah. Then bush on right, fence on left probably, and then into bridge. I'm gonna tell you though, Neros, this doesn't happen very often, right? Like, I'm talking about like maybe twice in the 3 years I've been there. Not an everyday occurrence, that's for sure. Okay, singing bush on right and then fence on left. Bush over. This is all safe from spawns. Wow, that's actually super dark. I wouldn't have expected that. And then we go into our bridge. Sweet. I'm actually really happy with how this turned out. Do I need a push? Like, as far as a trail? Yeah, like that. That looks awesome. I am super happy with this. I need to be careful with how often I do those. I can also hide lighting inside the bushes. So maybe I don't put a lamp here. Maybe I put a big bush. Trim this a little bit so that way we can head through there and then to the left. Wait for Neros to get back to me. Probably looking at ending stream. Do I have... Well, I can do this with glowstone, right? B. Oops. Dude, it literally gets down to 1. That is so calculated. Dude, and the fireflies? Oh, dude. Yeah, there's gonna be some angles and stuff in here where I would enjoy hanging out, right? That's just like a spot to be. I feel like we need a feature on the left here. I'm not sure what quite yet. This... No, you need to shear it. Alright. Pick one up. I'm curious how it grows and stuff. If it's similar to the firefly bushes. Because if so, things... You back yet, Neros? Trying to end stream. You're testing stuff. You got a couple minutes. Can I? Oh, I have bone blocks. I was gonna say I got like an infinite supply of bones. Like surely I got some bone meal up here. Bush. It does work exactly the same. Does it do it when it's broken with a piston? No, okay. You could probably do similar and then make like this block like obsidian and you just shear it or whatever. That's probably the next best way. Sick though. I'll have to incorporate some of those and replace some of the grass and stuff that we got around. Probably look a little better than just like shearing everything super bare, which is what I usually end up doing. It'll probably look better if I leave some grass in it and only get rid of the tall grass. Sorry, the zombie was from roughly over here, wasn't he? Oh, wherever he is from. Sorry, he's probably not going to bother me anymore. Storage field has grown quite a bit. I should bury the sugarcane farm. Not the sugarcane, this is this bamboo. Got a fair amount today. A little less than I would have liked. These fireflies look. Dude, this should just be my wallpaper. How's it going, Toby? Just enjoying the view. I do think I need something other than BSL as a shader. Like, BSL looks super nice. I don't like BSL during the day. It's like a nighttime shader thing. You get super bright or whatever. Alright, well that's all I got time for today. I might end up streaming tomorrow, we'll see. If not, for sure stream Monday. I keep working on Dark Star this weekend. Getting stuff updated. I probably won't push anything until next Friday, probably almost. Anything else? Any other announcements that I have? It's been an awesome week for the stream. I want to keep things going as much as possible. Maybe look forward to some videos more later. See you, Celix. Have a good one. Sorry, I'm hopping down here so that way I start making food right after I walk away from the computer. And this will... I can enchant my helmet. Until next time, take care. Have a good one. Bye.